in Space, written by Jennifer McScott. Weightless living. You wake up just as the sun is rising. The earth spread outside a small window, a bright blue sphere. It takes a moment to untangle for the sitting back in the small space. Opening the door, you grab a handle and flip yourself over. Fly from one end to another end of the room. Another crew member floats by, hands you a packet of coffee and says good morning in Russian. You thank him and yawn, tired because you haven't slept much. Your stomach hasn't adjusted to the lack of gravity yet, and you're incredibly excited. You're about to begin your first full day. Working aboard the International Space Station. You train for years, but even the simplest activities such as eating, bathing, and going to the bathroom are complicated without gravity. It's almost as if you had to learn how to do them all over again. The transport back to Earth is coming for another 6 months, so you might as well get started. The race to space. People began racing into space in the 1950s and 1960s. The first person in space was cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin from Russia. He orbited the Earth once and landed safely after 108 minutes on April 12, 1961. In August of the same year, another Soviet cosmonaut, Shobatov, orbited the Earth more than 70 times in about 25 hours. Technology advanced quickly, allowing people to go further and stay longer in space. In 1968, U.S. astronaut Apollo 8 successfully orbited the moon, and on July 20, 1969, the crew of Apollo 11 stepped onto the moon's surface. Technology continued to advance as space programs developed vehicles that allow people to stay in space for days or weeks. However, scientists were also working on more permanent structure in space, one in which people would actually live for months or even years. Space Station. The Soviet Union launched the first space station in 1971. Soyuz 1 holds a crew of 3 cosmonauts for 3 weeks and spent 175 days in space before it found our full orbit and burn while returning the Earth's atmosphere. In 1973, the United States launched Skylab, which spawned 3 missions before being abandoned in 1941. It fell to Earth in 1979. Not until the Soviet Union launched the first part of Mir space station in 1986 did the world have a space station that remained operational for more than a few years. Mir orbited the Earth for 15 years, 3 times longer than originally planned, and hosted scientists from many different countries. Before Mir fell to Earth in 2001, work began on a new larger space station. Countries from all over the world, including the United States, Russia, Japan, and Canada, worked together. In 1998, the first section of the International Space Station (ISS) was launched to orbit. More sections have been added over the years, and as more is planned for the future. As of 2012, the almost 1 million pounds, the largest human-made object in space, can even be seen in night sky while using a telescope. The ISS has been continually occupied since November 2nd, 2000. Over the years, more than 240 people from 19 countries have visited the station, which has more living space than the average 5-bedroom houses. The amount of time an astronaut spent on the ISS vary, with many staying for about 3 to 6 months. Still wait a minute. That's up to 6 months of living, working without gravity, in an enclosed space with 3 to 6 other people. The crew member might be from different countries and speak different languages, but they all have to work together. As a team, this can be extremely stressful for astronaut minds and bodies. An astronaut life. Astronauts attend school for many years, often earning the highest degree in a field before they begin training. Physical training involves simulating weightlifting or flying in an airplane. They also spend up 7 hours in a spacesuit, working underwater, massive 6.2 million gallon pool on the life-size models of space vehicles. Once on the ISS, however, astronauts still must adjust to a completely wasteless way of life. Sleeping. Without gravity, astronauts can join to bed and curl under a pirate blanket. Instead, the ISS has 6 small sleep pods that each contain a sleeping bag with armholes. Each bag is secured tight to the wall to keep astronauts from floating away while snoozing. The lack of gravity often causes astronauts to experience dreams of failing. Because of the space station orbit astronaut on board see 16 sunrise and sunsets every day. Since people used to sleeping at night and being awake during the day, this can cause serious sleep problems. The space station has a shutdown period, during which it is dark and quiet to allow the astronauts to get the sleep they need. Eating. Early astronauts ate gels, paste, and freeze-dried food, which contained the nutrition they need. It didn't taste very good. Today, astronauts eat many foods most people enjoy, such as chicken, fruits, peanut butter, and brownies. The ISS has no refrigerator, so all food must be packed in such a way that it won't spoil. But the station doesn't have an oven. Some foods, such as peanut butter, can be eaten, as is other foods, such as spaghetti, but there's water added. Salt and pepper come in a liquid form, because otherwise particles flow away and damage the delicate space station equipment. Still have to get used to swallowing, which is astronaut Peter's Sellers equate to eating while lying on one side. Using the toilet. With the way things float around in space, using the bathroom can be tricky business. In fact, astronauts need special training to use the toilet. The toilet on the ISS has 2 ports for liquid waste. Astronauts use a tube with a nozzle for solid waste. Astronauts must use foot straps and handles to stay in place. They position themselves over a 4-inch opening. The average toilet on Earth has a 12 to 16-inch opening. The toilet uses slide suction to transport the waste from the opening of the tube to where it is stored in another part of the station. Breathing and teeth cleaning. Astronauts use water and special soap and clothes to wash their bodies. They wash their hair with shampoo that uses no water, and to be clean their teeth, they use toothpaste that can be swallowed when they finish. Previous space station, including Skylab, has an actual shower. Astronauts step into an enclosed space with a tube that squirted water. They wash with soap and a cloth, then use another tube to suck away the dirty water. Free time. Astronauts on the ISS have very little free time, but they do always find to entertain themselves. They might play cards, read, or write, among other things. Keeping in touch with loved ones is also important, and astronauts are able to make calls and use video chat. Sometimes astronauts leave video chats in which they answer questions from students all over the world to give tours of the station, but they have nothing else to do. However, many simply look at the window or take photos, so can blame them. The view is pretty amazing. Exercising. Exercise is incredibly important for astronauts. When people exercise on Earth, their bones and muscles must work against gravity, which makes them stronger. But the lack of gravity in space is takes very little strength or effort to move things. It takes the very little that might be extremely heavy on Earth. Because of this is astronaut bones and muscles weaken over time, slowly decline. Astronauts must work at least 2 hours every day. The special equipment in the ISS includes a treadmill that is strapped to pull down on the astronaut as they run. All the exercise equipment in the gym uses resistance to help the astronaut stay strong, even with such a grueling daily workout. Most astronauts lose 20 to 30% of their muscle mass during their 6 month stay. Back to Earth. When astronauts return to Earth from the ISS, the work isn't over. Recovery from an extended period in space takes a long time. For a 6 month stay at the ISS, astronauts have about 6 weeks of rehabilitation to regain lost muscles. It can take a whole year for astronaut bones to fully recover. Despite all the hard work and inconvenience astronauts must endure, they know the time spent living and working in space is worth it. During time in space, rehabilitation afterward, scientists monitor the astronaut physical and mental health. The information they covered has already helped astronauts live healthier and happier lives. As we look further into space, to places that might months, years, or even decades to reach, this vital information might mean the success or failure of future space exploration.
Good job!